Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I thought I would bring up an activity that maybe if you're home with your children or you're home by yourself and looking for something to inspire you, that you could do yourselves. So last year at Easter, my grandchildren and I, and my daughter, all my kids, we created intention boxes. So I just bought these boxes at the dollar store, but you can decorate paper bags or whatever you have at home. Um, and then we made notes for ourselves of things that we want to manifest into our lives. And it actually opened up a really good conversation about thinking big, thinking about what we really want. I find with children, especially with my grandchildren, they were thinking about today or tomorrow. They weren't thinking about the future. So being able to create something that they can hold on to, they can keep, it's a reminder for them about being grateful and about focusing on their dreams. You can use these boxes for other things. There's another one that we made, and this is all dollar store stuff. But it's about connecting with others and talking. It opens up the conversation to talk about ourselves and our dreams and the things we want to bring into our lives. So whether they're filling them with things they're grateful for, or wishes, or dreams, or things that they want to bring into their life, it helps them to set those mental goals and ourselves as well. And it helps us to connect and have those important conversations with the ones that we love. We don't often get those opportunities because we're always so busy. So even if you have paper lunch bags at home, whatever it is, it's about being creative and having those open discussions. I'm going to move on to the cards for today. So these are a bit of a mix in dealing with our emotions. So the first card on my butterfly deck is about emotions. So it's important that, we're all at different places right now. Some of us are still working. Some of us are exhausted from working. Some of us have extra time right now that we're not sure what to do with, or we're feeling very isolated. So knowing that it's important to feel those emotions and work through them. Sometimes these emotions, as a mindset coach, I help people with emotions from the past and things that come up. And they can put us into places where we might feel like we're struggling. So dealing with all of our emotions is so important. Some emotions of isolation or fear might bring up past events in our lives that we haven't worked through. So it's important to work through those. And one of the things I find that's really helpful for me is journaling. A lot of times we don't want to talk about the things that really bother us. So being able to write those thoughts down in a journal, we have it, we're releasing it from our body, and it might actually help us to bring up other memories so that we can work through releasing this. There's also a lot of great groups and support out there. I run a mindset coaching group that's free on Facebook, and people are free to join and ask questions, and we're a nice little community where we support each other, which is great because a lot of us are struggling and we need that positive inspiration. We need someone we can reach out to and talk to. The next card to deal with emotions is from my Goddess Power deck, and it's humor. So sometimes when we're really, really stressed and we're feeling overwhelmed, humor helps to ease that. It really helps to change our mood. It helps to change our emotional feelings that we're going through, that stress level. So finding ways to bring humor into your life each day is so important. When we can laugh, we actually raise our energy vibration. And when we raise our energy vibration, we can bring ourselves into one of peace and wellness, which is so important, especially right now with so many people who might be struggling. And if you're online watching, please say hi or good morning. So humor is so important for us. And I know there's lots of great groups on Facebook even that you can join that it's all about humor. So finding those things. I tend to not go on my newsfeed a lot right now because I see so much sadness. Hi, Denise, and happy new moon to you as well. I see a lot of sadness, a lot of fear in my news feed, and for me, it's all about good morning, Kim. It's all about being able to find things for us. So, joining groups, and then you can just go into that group and look at things, and there's a lot of positive affirmation there. My one group for my mindset coaching is called Jules Mindset Coaching. I'll post a link in here if anyone wants to join. And it's a place where we post positive things that we use to inspire each other. Good morning, Amanda. Oh, I bet you find a lot of things to laugh about with your two little angels. And the new moon is tonight too, so that's exciting. I actually have some posts I'm going to create later about the new moon energy and how we can use that as well. And finding ways to connect with people online. Amanda and I do a lot of work together, and I haven't seen her. I think it's been 2 weeks now, and I really miss our connection. So we're looking at doing some online things for free through our Shine group that can help others who might be struggling or who need to reach out. This card, I think out of all of the cards today, is one of my favorites. So it says, the main event isn't the destination, it's my joyous journey. So this card is all about finding that joy in every single day. And actually reading this, my angels are always with me. I just got chills. We really need to look for the joy in everything. So finding that happiness in every part of our journey. We don't always understand why things are happening around us, and we can often easily get caught up in the negativity and the crazy that's out there, and there's lots of it. But it's about finding joy in each day, and that also helps to inspire us and to shift our mindset. So it's really important for us. So I think today too, a lot of the messages are about dealing with our emotions. So in my Love Yourself card stack, it says, I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. So I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am. And each of you are worthy of love. And you need to know that, and you need to feel that. We've all made mistakes. I don't like to look at them as mistakes. They're learning experiences. They're part of our journey. Our journey isn't about being happy all the time. It's about working through the difficult things. And if we can be here to support and help each other and empower each other to be our best, that's what we're here for. It's about connecting. So forgive yourself and realize how amazing you are. Maybe start a journal and write all the things you love about yourself. Another thing I like to do, and I usually do it during the full moon, but we have the new moon tonight, so we still have a little bit of that energy we can harness. We can write out the things we want to forgive ourselves for. And we can burn that list, and it lets that list go. It lets those emotions go, and it helps us. Journaling on the new moon is amazing too. We can journal the things we want to bring into our life, the things we love about our life and ourselves. And now's a great opportunity for us to dig a little deeper. Going with the forgiving yourself, my next card that came up was Forgiveness Heals. So this is all about forgiving ourselves. Forgive yourself and others. Let go of the old story. Release any guilt and blame. Everyone is doing the best they can, and this includes you. Kickstart the healing process by surrendering all the judgment and hurt. Your health and happiness will thank you. And this is great. This is a great time to let go of things and forgive ourselves. It's all about the healing process. I find looking back on my life, a lot of the things that don't feel good with me are actually the lessons that I came here to learn. And I'm using those lessons and those experiences to help others. So that's part of my healing. And that's why I'm here to help others. It's all about us healing and growing. We're in this together. And finding things that bring us happiness. So being able to replace the things that cause us worry and stress. And letting go of that and especially when there are things we can't change. The next card that came up in the line with forgiveness is about surrendering. So when we're able to surrender the things that we can't control, the things that we want to let go of, it helps us to heal. So know that surrendering is part of the process. And this can mean working through those emotions. It can mean sitting and crying. We need to release these things. I don't know if any of you journal, but journaling can be great for helping to release and heal. Or if there's someone you trust, reach out and talk to them. We're all in this together. We're all here to help and support each other. So learning to surrender. And the biggest thing right now is to surrender our fears. For right now, there's nothing to be afraid of. When we focus on that fear, we bring more of that fear into our life. So are you wanting to invite it into your life? It's okay to acknowledge that it's there, because we all have these unknowns that can bring us stress. But finding ways to deal with that stress in a healthy way. Good morning, Tara. Yes, I'm a sleepyhead today. And the nice thing about sleeping in, we're always up in our house at 4:30 in the morning. I have a diabetic dog, so every 12 hours we have to keep him on a schedule to feed him and to give him his injections. So we've been slowly shifting, because my husband now is off work probably for a few months. So we've gradually shifted now, and we have him on a schedule where we can sleep in a little and stay up later. The next card that, these actually both go together. So this card is from my Angel Therapy deck. And with the Angel Therapy deck, the title of this card is Cancel, Clear, and Delete. So use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. So I believe that we all have angels that help us. They work with us. They're here to help us grow and learn the lessons that we came here to learn in this life. The great thing about our angels is we can ask them to help us with our problems, with our struggles, and we can then start focusing on the positive things in our life, the things we want to manifest into our life. So it's so important for us to focus on those things. We still need to deal with the negative. We can't just ignore it, because when we do, we're just stuffing it, and that's not something that's healthy for us. So it's really important to work through that and find ways to, the way I like to look at it is everything happens for a reason. So being able to try and work with that energy from a positive light instead of getting stuck in the struggle is so important. So know that our angels are here to help us, and we just need to ask them for help. The last card I'm going to leave you with today is Notice the Blessings. So this is all about practicing gratitude, and I'll read the card to you. Gratitude puts us in a position of having instead of wanting, thanking rather than complaining. When we focus on what we already have and take stock of our blessings, we get more blessings. What are you grateful for? Share it with yourself and others. We have so many things to be grateful for, even if we feel like we're struggling right now. Everything happens for a higher purpose that we don't always understand. So noticing the blessings every day into our life. As a mindset coach, one of the things I get people to practice is gratitude. So every morning when we wake up, I do it before I get out of bed. I think of 3 things I'm grateful for. But you can journal about the things you're grateful for. My one box I have here, we call this the gratitude box. And we put notes in about things we're grateful for. And on days when we're really struggling, we have that box of notes to go to. So it really helps us to keep our mind focused on the things that we want in our lives. Focused on being grateful, because that's really what it's all about. We're here to grow, we're here to learn, and we're in this together. So if anyone is struggling, reach out. I'm here to help. I have a ton of friends that would be more than happy to help. We have a great community. I am self-isolating now. I don't know if you've watched my other videos, but my son was exposed to someone who thought it was really important after their vacation to go get an oil change. And they wouldn't listen to instructions. They got out of their car, they were coughing, and my son is now, excuse me, homesick. Yesterday I started with the sore throat and the cough today. So we're self-isolating now, and we haven't been out of the house in a few days, so we're adjusting our schedules. We're trying to keep connecting and finding things with each other to do. Working on rearranging furniture even, something to keep us busy that we can do to connect together. We have tons of games here to play, working together, doing meal prep, and getting that rest, because I keep losing my voice right now. So it's important for us to work through this, and I know we'll be fine through all of this, but I miss going to see my grandchildren and my daughter. My daughter is diabetic and, excuse me, her immune system's compromised, so we can't even go to her house right now. And I was running all errands for her and everything before this happened so that she could stay home and not worry about being susceptible to other things. So she's been trying to manage things on her own now with 3 active children in the house. So I'm glad we can still connect online. We have things we can be grateful for. I look at my Facebook memories, and I posted a couple this morning, pictures of my oldest grandson and videos of him, because I really miss them. I'm used to seeing them every day. So finding things to be grateful for. I'm grateful that they're not sick now. I'm grateful that I have opportunities to get some things done around the house and rest. So I'm going to leave those thoughts with you today and encourage you to post things today. Let's flood social media with things that we're grateful for and raise that vibe out there because it's so needed right now. Have an amazing day.